Okay, hey everybody. Finally, we get the pleasure of finding out how it feels to be part of a casting show in front of a jury. Okay, so welcome to Grover. It's a pleasure to be here. I think one thing that we always discuss about fintech competition or finance, etc., which we often oversee, is that ultimately it should be about the freedom of people. It should be about freedom of access. And imagine the freedom of renting all the products you need on a monthly basis. Imagine a subscription service for all the tech products that you will ever buy or finance. And instead of buying and spending all the cash up front or financing them, you choose to just Grover them. You choose to go on the Grover platform. You choose to subscribe to Grover and get all the access you need to all the technology you as a human being will ever need. So this is what Grover is doing. We provide access over ownership for all the tech products in the world. And by doing it, we substitute the financing solution, we substitute the purchasing solution, and we give people more money for themselves without tying them up to long-term contracts. We see ourselves as in the middle of other companies that do similar things, whether it is Airbnb or Netflix. It's about a variety and about access to many different things. The business model is relatively simple. You subscribe to Grover, and in return, you get the product. And the key is here a monthly fee, a monthly rate, which you can cancel at any time. You can send back the product, etc. And for the same monthly payment, you will be able to have different products at any moment in time. So instead of what you currently see with financing is you have a stacking up of financing plans, or what you see with purchasing is you spend a lot of cash up front. With Grover, you can just return the item and keep paying the same monthly fee for a different product. The market we're targeting is relatively big. I think wherever you look at, overall consumer technology is a $2 trillion market globally. Alone in Germany, 300 billion are being sold. And we believe that targeting this particular market is a combination of enabling people to access the technology they need. Here are a couple of KPIs. I will not go through all of them, but obviously you can imagine a business like Grover, we've seen tremendous growth. 10x in 2017, fresh capital which is coming into the business on a frequent and regular basis. And the clue is here that Grover is actually providing for the balance sheet and buying those products instead of the people so they can enjoy the freedom ultimately. Today we have 10,000 active subscriptions, €6 the average subscription value, and our inventory efficiency is always around 90%. So whatever the products we finance they are with the people working. There's several solutions and go-to-markets for Grover. One thing is our platform. You see the Grover website on getgrover.com. But I think what's also most interestingly is that today Grover is partnered with 5 of the top 10 European retailers. You will see a Rent with Grover button on the product detail pages of the most favorable, most desired consumer electronic products. You click the Rent with Grover button and you go directly to a new checkout funnel. You circumvent the existing payment infrastructure, and Grover's building a new renting infrastructure right there in the e-commerce on the internet. We're live today with MediaMarkt, Conrad, Saturn, etc., all the big names, mainly in Germany with obviously European and worldwide expansion ahead. I think one thing that we're currently working on, which will obviously have a lot of further potential, is an unlimited plan. Grover Limitless is aimed to give people unlimited access to any 3 products at any moment in time for €99 per month. So we believe that subscribing to Grover is your one-stop solution to all the tech you will ever need for the rest of your life. And depending on whether you pay €99 or you pay a little bit more, you will never ever have to take out a loan again. You will never ever have to make the decision whether to go on holiday or buy that iPhone. So in the future, when people will ask you, in particular as the jury, or us, how do you access technology, it should be and will be Grover, of course. So thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a bit for Grover. Right, Grover. Let's hear from our jury members what they thought of what they just heard.
I was curious, do you take these devices on your own balance sheet? And the second question would be, isn't renting in a way a nicer way of saying expensive form of financing?
Expensive what?
Expensive form of financing.
Yeah, see, so I'll answer the second question first, because that's a really good question. If you look at our consumers and if you look at basic economics, what you find out is that the marginal utility declines over time. Whether you eat the 100th piece of chocolate or the first one makes a difference. The same is applying to the products you use. Your marginal utility on the product declines over time. Now, our people and our customers are not required to pay well beyond the marginal utility that is the product actually useful to them, making them available to send back the product. So whilst it's a win-win-win solution, first of all, Grover indeed is able to generate returns way beyond the initial investment on a single asset. That's one thing. However, it is capping the return on a per customer basis if the customer decides to rent a product for a longer period of time. However, we have happy customers because customers exhaust their usage on a single product within different months or times. So you can exhaust all the value out of the Apple Watch, for instance, within 3 months. Now, if you were to buy it, you would put it in your drawer. If you were to finance it, you would have 4-year or 3-year contract. If you were to Grover it, you just send it back. So all the basics of Grover are to give people more value and to align payments and preferences according to the true usage of the asset. And the balance sheet. We do take it on the balance sheet, that's right. And we like that balance sheet because this is a $2 trillion market with a single piece investment opportunity that is met by a huge demand from the consumer side. So for us, the products are actually investment assets, etc. And with category management, which is looking similar to what you would expect in a hedge fund, these are securities to us that we can invest in, and we like that balance sheet. It generates returns.